Good morning, Willard Wildcats. Happy Thursday, April 22nd. Happy birthday to Mia B. and Jeremiah E. We hope you have wonderful birthdays on this Thursday. Wildcats, today we're going to read A Frog Thing. I love frogs. A Frog Thing by Eric Drachman and illustrated by James Mascarello. Frank wanted to fly, but he was a frog, and frogs don't fly. Well, this is the way that Frank the Frog is asserting his independence, don't you think? Perhaps. And remember, we're talking about independence this month. Frank was different though, special, aerodynamic. You can do whatever you set your mind to, Frankie, his parents had promised. So Frank set his mind to flying, but it was more like falling than flying, and everyone laughed at him. Poor Frank. Tired and discouraged, Frank buried his head in his big webbed feet, and that's how Frank's parents found him. Frank explained his problem, and there was a long silence as they thought about how to respond. Frankie started Frank's dad finally when he said, "You could do anything you set your mind to." We meant anything. We meant any frog thing. See, flying's a bird thing. Just like staying underwater forever is a fish thing. Yes, you should find a frog thing, said Mom. But I want to fly. I'm sorry, kiddo, but frogs can't fly, explained Dad. No, agreed Mom. We swim, and we leap, and we hop, but we don't fly. He jumped and ran, he leapt and dove, he flapped and flapped and flapped, and finally just flopped on top of a leaf to rest. He soaked his sore feet and hung his heavy head until... What do you think's gonna happen? Splash! Something crashed into the water and started to sink. Frank leapt into action. It's a little baby bird, he thought. He swooped down, swept her up, and swam her back to the shore. This is pretty brave of him, isn't it? The nervous mother bird hugged her baby tight. Her baby coughed, then wheezed, then opened her eyes safe and warm in her mother's wings. The mother bird turned and kissed Frank right on the cheek. He was very surprised and a little embarrassed. Thank you, she chirped. What a great swimmer you are. How can I ever repay you? Oh, it was nothing, ma'am, said Frank, for he was very polite and a modest frog. Please, I want to do something for you, anything. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Well, suggested Frank, I really want to fly. But frogs don't fly, said Mother Bird. I know, admitted Frank. And still you want to fly? Frank shrugged. I've set my mind to it. She looked in his eyes, then flew off in a flutter. Wait here, she cried. I'll be right back. And she did come back with another bird and a twig between them. Grab on, she called. Is he going to get to fly? Before he knew it, they were high above the trees. The morning sun streamed through the sky and the wind whistled over Frank's slick green skin. It was a little scary at first, but soon he relaxed as they glided and rose and swooped and dove. He looks pretty happy, doesn't he? Everyone hurried to see Frank fly. They watched him from the bank, as the birds passed high overhead. "This is no ordinary frog thing," observed Frank's mom. When their flight was finished, the mother bird pulled Frank close. "You are a very special frog," she said, and with a swoosh of her wings flew back to her nest. Breathless, Frank waved. Thank you so much." Frank hopped home, somehow lighter than ever before. On his way, he met his folks. "Frankie, we saw you up there," Mom beamed. "Fantastic," croaked Dad. You can do anything you set your mind to." "Anything," agreed Mom. "Well, any frog thing, maybe," Frank explained. "The birds were the ones flying. I was just holding on. But I do think I could be one of the great swimmers." His parents smiled proudly as Frank joined his friends in the pond. Frank had wanted to fly, but he was a frog, and frogs can't fly, but they sure can swim. Wildcats, I hope you liked today's story. Remember, we are safe, respectful, and responsible. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you on Friday.